Hey, Rob and Kick-Ass Powder Coating. Our packages came in, and what we got here is the parts we need. So first off, all right, 2005 Porsche Boxster engine, 3.2 liter V6 transmission. All right, that looks like a winner chicken dinner. It's wrapped up like some meat. Pictures look pretty straightforward. Oh, it is oily. Now the inspection. Okay, not seeing any broken connectors, which is always good. It does have oil all over it. As you can see, it's already all over my hand. That's looking good, okay. All right, yes, I do like what you did here. Yes, very nice. Nothing broken there. Nice and oily. Not surprising, I think that goes down under the engine. I'd like to check the ECU, looks good. Slide mechanism's good. It looks good. I'm happy. It's a little oily, I understand. It's a German car, it's totally understandable. Good stuff. All right, moving right along. All right. This is the most critical part, I would say. It's all pretty critical. For this car to function correctly, actually all this stuff needed to happen. So the intake, absolutely. This, what we got here? This is what we needed. A glove box latch. Now it will run! I'm just kidding, no. So what that is right there, and what that is right there. So, what we got here, most people are like, what the hell is he going to do with a door handle, the glove box latch, the ignition switch, and two black little boxes? Well, I'll tell you what he's going to do with it. He's going to get that son-bitch right there running like a rocket ship. So, if all of y'all don't know, most keys today are, that freaking, why did I stick it in there? Get back! Nope, I'm in the car. Anyways, I guess it just locked in there. Don't stick the key in when it's not hooked to power because it will lock your key in there. Thank you for knowing that. No, I had it out earlier. But anyways, this is keyed to this. The reason they sell you all this stuff, the lock cylinder. So you take the lock cylinder out of the door handle from this key and you swap it into your car. In this case, I'm probably just going to stick the damn, if the door handle is probably similar. No, it looks a little different. Just going to pull the lock cylinder out, swap it over there, and then obviously it's keyed to the glove box, so they give you the glove box latch. So I'm going to put that one in, and obviously this, it talks to this, and I needed that for that transmission. So I got the transmission computer, the ECU for the immobilizer system for everything else in the car, and all these. Not too shabby. So these ended up being a total $429. So not too bad, because I think just to send it off to have it programmed is probably, I would imagine it's $200 to $300 to have it rekeyed for, yeah, easy. It's got the word Porsche on it, yeah. Let's do this. Oh, I'm excited. All right, so we have the missing links. Let's pull that harness off and get it swapped out. Hit this good old wiring harness with, you know. If you watch my channel, my favorite degreaser on the planet, Spray 9. Where is she? She's around here. Let me find her. Spray 9! Where is she? Spray 9. Here's... Oh, yep. Sometimes when you get shit from eBay, it's completely wrong. Even had the tag on it, right? It says Porsche, it says all this stuff. Looking a little closer, I notice that. Oh, it's a Mercedes-Benz emblem. This ECU looks like it's in the engine bay, and the Porsche ECU is not in the engine bay, but I know the Mercedes have this stupid plug. These are coil plugs, but those are coil plugs for a freaking Mercedes. Well, I just cleaned off their wire harness. Waited all this time. This happens. Welcome to the car industry. I'm gonna send this back, figure out how I can get the right one. Sometimes you win some, and you lose some. So, that one, lose. What do you think, Rev? You're not sure. You wanna go play? Yeah, he definitely wants to go play. Me and Rev are gonna go play ball after we bring this in. And let's go. See y'all later. On a little adventure to drop this off. Come with me to the nice UPS people. Thank you, sir. All right, talk to the guy on eBay. I send the right part number to look for, so I hope that they're gonna send me the right harness if they have it. If not, then guess what? Gonna have to find another one. Either way, I'm gonna get one coming back to the shop. Today, we have got, hopefully, the right harness this time from the old eBays. I kind of peeked. I think it's gonna be the right one. Yes. That looks promising. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Didn't have this on the last one. Didn't have these, the right computer plugs. Yay. so it's gonna work with our 2006 Boxster S Tiptronic. What I'm curious is the throttle body. The throttle body should be right here. This is the one that didn't fit on the other one, right? Here we go. That's what we needed. So that plug's good. I'm sure all the other ones are good. Let's get the old one out and let's get this one in. That's gonna be not that bad. This is most people see this and they cringe. I see this and I'm like, ooh, that looks like fun. Especially Porsches. Porsches aren't bad. Porsches are, the more I work on them, the more I like them. So let's get this thing on there. What are we waiting for? We got a Porsche to get together so we can go drive. I found that certain plugs, like for instance, these three on the new harness, are different in here. Same colors, white, black, and blue. So they probably carry the same info, but these have double the wires that these do. So, I have to figure that out. But the ECU plugs in, and that one plugs in. Next, we're going to see if this plugs in, because if not, we'll have to get some more stuff. We're back on the Porsche, and let me show you the kind of nightmare I kind of got myself in. It's not a nightmare. I enjoy this stuff. So on the right is the 2005 harness for the engine that is in the car. On the left is the 99 harness that came out of the car. There's some differences. So from 2004 to 2005, Porsche incorporated some newer updates, you could say. So a few are, they went from a wire to fly-by-wire. And if you're not familiar with that, on your throttle body, old school, your foot would actually pull a cable that would pull this valve and open up the intake. These days, since everything's electronic, it is just an electronic servo inside here that opens up. So obviously the wires are different. This one has two connectors. One's just a position of where the plate is. The other is, I'm gonna say, airflow through there. Yeah, that's the idle air control valve. It's all incorporated. This does it all now. They got away with the idle air control valve, and it's all electronically controlled now, so you don't have any of that crap. Good old Bosch. Bosch makes just about the majority of throttle plate actuator. You'll see it on all the cars. So what I've ran into, there are a few differences too. So this is the main harness that goes through the car currently. Lots of wires. Well, when you go to a CAN system and you start taking things down, you shorten up the wires. Connectors, roughly the same type of connector, not really. We're going from with this many wires down to this many wires. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wires to these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 18 wires down to 8. So about 10 wires we're losing. So what I got to figure out is I'm going to get the schematic for this year and this year, figure out what we need to do with all these. So I'm going to have to make either my own harness or, which would be easy. So there's kind of a conundrum here. So it's either I get the 05 harness for the car and just replace everything, but then I run into a problem of what else is going to change through this car that I had to replace. Like, so I think, I don't know. Hopefully the gauge stuff is the same. I want to say the key is going to be different because I have the immobilizer thing. So either way, we're going to figure it out. You guys are going to figure it out with me. I'm going to get the harness, put it in the car, see if I need to get any sensors that go on the newer engine that'll plug in, because some of the plugs are different. If you look closely, I was just looking over this thing. Obviously the throttle body, I want to say some of the O2 sensors. I want to say this is an O2 sensor maybe. And then they have the older O2 sensors. I don't know, that shouldn't be a problem because those are all basic wires on O2 sensors. Luckily, the ignition coil plugs look like they're the same. Let's see. So that's good. I don't have to get all new coils. That's, I mean, I could wire it up. I'm not going to worry about that. But so there are a few other where they updated connectors, you can see. So I may be able to swap the wires in the connectors if the connectors are updated. Luckily, the transmission ones are the same. These are the two that go to the transmission. Those are the same on that one. There's Bugatti. She's helping out. What do you think, Bugatti? Those are good ones. But yeah, so that's kind of the canoodle there, if you guys are wondering on the Porsche. I'm gonna get a schematic, gonna just crunch down, just go at it, see what I can do. I know I could do it. Something I want to do, I'm just gonna make a whole harness. I think I'm gonna just make the harness work with this stuff in the car. I think that would be the easiest, because This should all be power and communication to the either the front gauge cluster / all these different things. So I should be able to do that unless they see a different I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's what the fun is. We're going to have this engine running in this car either way. So come along, let's dive into this bad boy German piece of engineering right here. Yeah. She's like, I need a ball. I'd like to have a ball, please. Could you find me a ball? Go find the ball and we'll play.